My good old laptop. Yeah. Every now and then I start getting technology less, and I'm looking at those new. Already my laptop's one of the old ones, and I would like a new laptop someday. Anyway, but I don't need one. Do any of us really need this stuff? No. Okay. And I would also like to welcome RapHack74. Now, I really like his page because I am a fan of old B movie science fiction. Citizenkong as a child loved to watch that Saturday afternoon sci-fi feature. And in San Diego, we had a hostess named Mona Lisa, much like Elvira, and she Mona Lisa, like Mistress on the Moon. I don't remember the whole thing. I was just a kid, but she wore tight black clothing and was very, very sexy, and introduced the movies. And then later, as I got a little bit older, we had a guy on a broadcasting from across the border from XETV Channel 6 called Seymour. Seymour Presents, and he was really funny and creepy. So his icon is that, and I don't know what movie it's from, but it's like a floating brain with eyes. It rings a bell. It definitely does. And welcome aboard, RapHacks74. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I don't have that many new subscribers, so I can spend a little time on them. And Citizenkong did not. This is the first time in a long time I didn't post any videos between Fez Night. Spending a little more time watching other people's videos, but I'm not caught up. But I did catch up on all my comments. Thank you. Many people had many kind things to say. And of course, I always go back to my old original first video where I'm wearing a stupid hat. I just came home from work wearing the same hat that I kind of was wearing hot summer day or whatever. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't a hot summer day, but I was wearing kind of one of those bush, commando. I don't know what they're called, boonie hat, I think it's called, and it's about Michael Savage. And I get when you post something against Michael Savage, oh man, they come out of they come out of the woodwork, the haters, and sometimes I go, oh man, it's a comment on the Mike Savage thing, and I'm afraid to click on it. Of course, me, I always have to have some smart-ass thing to say back to him, It's like shooting fish in a barrel. Oh, Whirlpool's had a great thing, what he posted on my page, where he imitated this guy that's a Savage fan, and he called me a Savage hater, and the guy misspelled all kinds of words, and Whirlpool spoofed him, and brilliantly. Very brilliantly. Cheers to you, Whirlpool. One of these days, I'm going to come up with that Citizenkong medal, like Leon's bone necklace. But, metal smithing was one of my big things. And YouTube is it's like my new thing now. I don't care about anything else about YouTube. In fact, I dream about YouTube. Anybody else out there do that? I have dreams about posting stuff on YouTube and thinking to myself, and it's sort of like when I was back in school, it's like, oh man, I'm supposed to make that video to respond to somebody. Oh man, panicking. Those like dreams where you can't find your locker, or you find your locker and you can't remember the combination. I still have those now and then. I'm a nerd, huh? All right, here's to you, Whirlpool. And that brilliant comeback to that Savage lover. And I'm a Savage hater. Michael Savage, in case you're not aware of him, radio talk show host. Somebody that people think is a very wise man because he keeps reminding everybody how wise he is. Red flag, people. If a guy goes on the radio and keeps telling you how smart and educated he is, something's wrong. All right. Flair 420. I wonder if the 420 is that, 420 drug reference? I watched one of his videos and he called it the Matt Show. And he made some reference to shrooming. Anyway, your folks are watching this. Remember, they're probably really cool. Okay, so Matt Show, the Matt Show, Flair 420, welcome aboard. And he's from Canada. Oh, let me back up. Let's see if Rapack says where he's from. Raypack 74. Oh, here now I'm lost again. Raypacks 74. Well, his name is Joe. I'm assuming he's in the oh yeah, he's in the United States. Great page though, man. Great page. And David Iran. Now every now and then I get one of these guys, and hey, just because you have a ton of subscribers doesn't mean you're anything special, or does it? Anyway, he's got a ton of subscribers, over 500 subscribers, and yet he chose to subscribe to Citizenkong. Now, I kind of played the game earlier in the beginning. When somebody subscribes to me, I subscribe back. I had to cut back on that because I have an overload of people that of videos that I like to get back to, and I hate to play favorites, but there are certain people that I do like to go back and look at. It reminds me of what it's about, of what it at least started out for me. It's evolving into something else. Who knows? But David Ron, and he's apparently a musician, and everything is music themed here. A lot of Grateful Dead, and very cool. So, and those of you in the know that my first name is actually David. It's not really Citizenkong, and always glad to welcome another David Iran. Oh, and he's from Copenhagen. No, Copenhagen, New York. Oh, he's in Denmark, but he's from New York, New York. Cool. So he's another expat abroad. Who was that? I thought Alter Ego Trip. I went back and looked at a couple of videos. She's an interesting person. She's another American living abroad, living in Sweden, if I can recall, if I recall correctly. Okay, so here's the last subscriber, and my last new subscriber, R9 Jerover. R9 Ranger over. I have a hard time in California, I guess everywhere. They have these personalized license plates on their cars, and you're supposed to guess. Oh, excuse me. You're supposed to guess, what it is. It's a clever mix of numbers and, GR8, number 8. I'm terrible at guessing that. So, if you want to drop me a line and let me know if I'm missing out. But R9 Jerover, and very cool. This guy, I looked at one of his videos and a couple of them, and he's doing a series called Self-Amusement Ramblings, and I looked at the first one. Didn't get through it all. Sorry, ran out of time. Fez Night was pressing.